On today's episode, we pull back the curtain and go over a sleazy tactic that a lot of weight loss marketers use to deceive us. Hi there, I'm Chris Barlics. Welcome to episode 19 of Weight Loss on the Daily. And you know, when I started filming this show, I did it because I wanted to give out advice for those looking to lose weight and achieve their health and fitness goals. And I also wanted to do it, I also wanted to pull back the curtain a little bit and show people another side of the weight loss market or the weight loss industry that's a little dirty, because I feel like certain dirty tactics that are used are done at the expense of the consumer, of us, right? So one of those things that I wanted to talk about today are before and after pictures. Because before and after pictures are a very popular marketing tool that a lot of weight loss marketers use to promote their product and say, hey, my product works, here's the proof. Because when we buy something, we want proof that it works, right? And unfortunately, some of the most popular weight loss programs out there, fitness programs, diet programs out there, aren't always the most beneficial or the most effective. They're just the best marketed ones. And sometimes the tools used in these marketing campaigns aren't always the most ethical. And before and after pictures are a big one. So I'll give you an example. A lot of fitness professionals that I know are paid to advertise or represent a certain product. So because they're in such phenomenal shape, these companies go to them and say, I'll pay you to show up in one of our ads or to say that you use one of our products and you got in shape with it. And it's a win-win for the trainer, right? Because they get paid money. And it's a win for the company because they get to show that this fit person used our product, even if it's not true. And very often it's not, just an FYI. And also when it comes to before and after pictures, they're deceptive in other ways that you may not know. So in 2013, a personal trainer named Mel V, she posted a picture that you see up here, before and after sequence. And it looks like an astounding transformation. And it's easy to reflexively say, oh, what did she do? What was her program, right? And she posted this because she said these two pictures were taken about 15 to 30 minutes apart. 15 to 30 minutes apart. And she wanted to prove a point that before and after pictures don't tell the whole story. In fact, they can be very deceptive. So what did she do differently? She said, well, I put on bathing suit bottoms that were black because they're slimming. Bathing suit bottoms that were a little bit larger than the ones that she was using in the photo on the left. She put in hair extensions. She gave herself a spray tan, so she looks tan and more ripped. She changed her posture, so you see her posture is different. She sucked back her shoulders, tucked in her stomach, and voila, looks like a complete transformation. And unfortunately, a lot of people, when they see fitness programs, they go, oh wow, it must work because it worked for her like that, when they might not be beneficial at all, right? And another thing that she said, that Mel V said, was, you know, I did this because I wanted to show people that the pictures that you see on Instagram or on TV or in magazines are just one of many that were taken. You don't get to see the hundreds of photos that were taken that didn't turn out so well. You get to see the perfect one that made that person look the absolute best. And unfortunately, I think we compare ourselves to those perfect pictures. In other words, we compare our blooper reel to other people's highlight reels. And when we compare that, it's just not a fair comparison, and it ends up making us feel bad. So I applaud this girl, Mel V, this trainer from Australia, for doing this, because it really helped open people's eyes. And I wanted to continue that trend by sharing it with you today. Now, like this photo up here was a guy, and he took the before and after picture within an hour of each other by, again, changing his posture, changing the lighting, and doing some exercises in between to make his muscles pop more. So you see, stuff like that, stuff that you see in the media, isn't always truthful. In fact, very often, it's not. It's meant for a certain purpose, and that purpose is usually to sell you on something. So the more you're aware of it, the more power you hold as the consumer. And that's really the point of me filming this episode, to make you aware of this stuff and to make you just understand sometimes we need to stop comparing our blooper reel to the highlight reel of others, because what we see is just the tip of the iceberg. And what we don't see underneath the water, that's the same struggle that we're all going through. And it's very cathartic when we understand that. So thanks for joining me today. Hope that was helpful. As usual, you keep focusing on your why, and I will be here helping you figure out the how, because you, with a very small dose of me, are achieving your weight loss goals one day at a time. Hence the show, Weight Loss on the Daily.